If you want something to happen, you make it happen.
Yep.
There's no need for you to expect somebody else to give you any sorts of legs up or opportunities or anything. You have got to make things happen.
Keeping emissions and global temperature high,
but
because we're losing the ozone layer.
The poles keep the earth cool as well.
But we're losing the ozone layer, so heat
That's
is
fixed itself.
staying in.
There's no longer a hole in it.
Plug that in. Greetings.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Here. We have a light.
We've done it. We've made it.
So excited about
I
my
know.
light.
So we're going to jump straight in. 10 hardest truths to accept in life.
Yes.
Number 1. No one is coming to save you.
Ooh, I love this one.
Right. Again, just straight in. No one is coming to save you. What does this make you think of, Will?
So I'll let you in on a secret. This quote I heard in my mid to late teenage years and is probably responsible for most of my success.
Why?
No one is coming to save you. It means, what this means is that you are on your own.
Okay.
If you want something to happen, you make it happen.
Yep.
There's no need for you to expect somebody else to give you any sorts of legs up or opportunities or anything. You have got to make things happen. I love it. It invigorates me.
It creates a sense of ownership in one's life.
Yes, it's accountability. It's everything I've been talking about, that quote.
No one's coming to save you, because I think we live in a society or an expectation that something's going to happen for us. It's who we know, not what we know. And, if I keep waiting for the right moment, everything's going to align and the stars are going to tell me and the universe is going to tell me through a horoscope that now's the day for action. When in reality,
Nope.
it's just not. No, no one's coming to save you. This is your life. Take ownership of it. You are a perfect representation of how your life's turned out. No one else you can't be mad at anyone else for the life that's created. Sure, there's scenarios that happen. I think we can easily look at one end of the far end of the spectrum. Like people that have gone through trauma and had a really tough upbringing, grew up in war zones, all those kind of things. There's definitely elements to be said about that. But in the sort of
Western
world, general population,
Where poverty, anywhere where poverty includes the ownership of a phone.
Okay, yeah, cool way to look at it. No way to sort of pass ownership to someone else. You are responsible for your own life. So again, life is self-rescue. Growth begins the day you stop outsourcing responsibility for your happiness. I think that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Outsourcing your happiness. It's true. We expect someone to make our lives better, so no one's coming to save you.
I love it. Such an impactful and I think important thing for people to hear.
So tell me, Will, you said it was the most important quote you've heard in your life.
Yeah.
How has it shaped you with tangible, evidence-based realities that we can help other people with? Because I could see how this has had such a profound impact on you, but please tell me how you think it has.
Down to the nitty-gritty details of what should I do today has been like, okay, nobody's coming to save me. So I've gone through prolonged periods of earning no money or very little money. For crying out loud, the first year and a half of my gigging, I wasn't really making much money at all, like way less than I was as an accountant. So in my head, I was like, I'm struggling every month right now. So no one's coming to save me. It's the motivation to, okay, well, you've got to do the thing. Like, it forces you to prioritize your ideas on, like, this is a really nice idea, but the reality is right now, I don't need to be doing glamorous things. I need to be doing the things that are going to get me results in a way that is meaningful.
So it's helped you prioritize what is important at that given moment, rather than maybe living in fantasy or expectations or dreams of what could be. It's allowed you to live in maybe a more tangible sense.
Yeah, for sure. It's the I need to make a video today because this contributes towards my main goals, but I can't go all in on YouTube when YouTube's not making me any money, and I need to make some money this month. So I need to call up as many pubs, restaurants, hotels as I can to get me the gigs today.
So what this makes me think of when no one is coming to save you is the outsourcing element. So we hear a lot for people that have recently gone through breakups, which is you need to be happy by yourself. And I think a lot of people think that the external happiness of having someone else validate them is where they're going to find the happiness, rather than actually going, you know what, maybe if I fix the inherent loneliness I feel by myself. Sure, we are meant to be with people, in my belief that we are very much community based, and having a paramour to be with you and support you is very much what life should be about. However, if there is something you are completely withdrawing from or not handling or not taking ownership of, that secondary person's not going to fix that.
Yeah.
So I see this in terms of relational as well. You know, like I might have an issue and I might share it with you, but you can't fix my issue. I think it's crazy how many people expect other people to do their work, or at least get angry at other people for doing their own individual development.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one is coming to save you. So help may come, but healing is an inside job.
Yes. That's great. It's like you can't, like, you are the person, it doesn't matter how much you talk to somebody else, they're never going to fully understand the context, because, like, you can't describe feelings. Really. You can attach words to them, but it's still going to be the other person's interpretation of what those words mean.
Absolutely. My happiness is different to your happiness based on a very different set of circumstance.
Exactly. So nobody is going to be able to heal you for that moment. What they could do is they can help maybe talk you through it and help you process it potentially. But they can't do the healing for you. I think so much of healing, especially from negative experiences or situations, is you coming to terms with the fact that you might never fully know what's gone on, what's happened, and finding a way to just let that go, for lack of better words. It sounds insensitive when you say, oh, just let it go, or it sounds like you're just brushing it off to one side. It's like, no, you can let something go with it still being an incredibly difficult process for you to get to that point.
See, integration and then release.
Yeah.
You know, you can integrate it into yourself, understand the impact that it had on you, but ultimately at some point you have to release it. You have to be able to let it go. Not in the, oh, just let it go. You know, it's easy. Forget about it. Relax. It's the, well, I've integrated this. I acknowledge the impact it's had on my life, but that now I'm no longer going to give it the ownership or the power that it has over me.
Yeah. It's the point and finger thing. It's like, oh, that one bad thing happened when I was a kid and it's formed my last 20 years. Like, you're pointing the finger at it. That's what you're doing.
There's so many people have that monologue in their head. You know, I'm an anxious person because of X. I am a sad person. I just think this way because of. You know, I think that's a perfect example here of why this is a hard truth to accept. Is, sure, you might be an anxious person because you have experienced a moment in your life that has led to that, but no one's going to come and save you from that anxiety feeling. No one's going to come rescue you. You have to do the inner work. And I think this is a hard truth to accept because, one, it puts ownership onto you, and two, there's nowhere to hide from it. You know, so I wouldn't have liked this a few years back because I was taking no accountability for who I was, where I was, and why I was there. But now I'm taking accountability of it. I don't feel as attacked by it. I see the validity of it.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Do you think there's an element in your life where maybe you could do more healing, or an element that this really rings true, or is it simply you're using it as a positive fire and inspiration?
I mean, because I don't give my own emotions and personal life really any weight in my life, because business to me just has to come first. It's the only thing I care to think about. But if I'm being completely honest with myself, it would be, I need to sort myself out emotionally. Like I don't process emotions. I don't do anything with them. And it's really easy for me to say that out loud because I just don't give it any weight. But I feel like that is an area of my life where I need to put a lot of work in, because at the moment it's like, whether something good or bad happens, it is completely irrelevant to me. And it's like, that's maybe not the best way to live my life. It might be great in terms of a productivity standpoint and achieving goals within the business world or whatever, but in terms of the quality of my personal life, it's very difficult for me. If I have to give something up, whether it's, if I have at any point in my life a business versus personal opportunity, it's weighing up those things and be like, actually, no, there are certain things in my life that I need to put more credence on and give more weight, and that's okay. It's okay to take one step back from business
Yeah.
to massively extend and, really, really give your personal life a much better footing.
Yeah, interesting. And the two are probably working cohesively together as well anyway. If you're taking care of one, chances are the other's going to be in a better position to thrive and vice versa.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. I think for me, a way that I feel like no one is coming to save me, and it's maybe not as deep as yours or as this quote means, but I'm thinking a lot about what single life means to me recently, and I'm like, I would love to start dating. It's like a girl's not going to suddenly just walk up to me and be like, you're hot, let's date.
Yeah.
It's like no one's going to come save me in that regard. If I want to fix my loneliness when it comes to finding someone to spend my life with, I've got to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's scary. You've got to walk up to that girl in the gym. You've got to, or you've.
If she's watching.
Oh, I wasn't talking about a real
real
thing. Is there somebody?
I told you there's someone at the gym.
Is there somebody we should know about, Connor?
No, gym crush.
Oh right, yeah. No, I was going to say if there is that person at the gym or that person behind the coffee bar or that out and about, it's like, just like, what's the worst thing that happens? You go up to them, you say hi, they completely shrug you off and never talk to you again. It's like,
have you met me?
What have you lost?
Yeah, and this is what I need to get over. Is that.
What are you scared? Let's dig into it. What are you scared?
I'm scared of being told no. Like, as simple as that. I'm told of being like rejected.
Okay.
The fear of rejection is enough. Best case scenario, I look like a bit of an idiot in public. That's best case. Well, best case scenario, if she says no, is I look like a bit of an idiot in public.
No, you look like a bit of an idiot to her.
Yeah,
but even then you don't, because I feel like everyone respects it.
But then in worst case, you're labelled as like a creep, because let's face it, there is an environment now around men and women of men approaching girls, and it's been somewhat demonized. I've seen so many videos on social media of girls being like, so where are these nice men at? Why does no guy approach me at the gym? Like, we're giving you all these things, like, because women have vilified men for so long now. Rightly so. There are men that are absolutely disgusting and men are pigs in far too many ways. But these nice guys now, like I said, best case scenario, I maybe embarrass myself in public. Worst case scenario, I'm shouted out and labelled as a creep, like I'm vilified. And the risk isn't worth it.
That's sad. That sounds like somebody who's given up.
Yeah, maybe in some ways I have. Anyway, so what we are doing today in this episode, we are talking about the 10 hardest truths to accept in life. So let me give you the synopsis.
Ooh.
We asked ChatGPT to produce the 10 hardest truths to accept within life. Our discussions points were something along the lines of, you have access to the entire world, past, present, the collective intelligence that spans across it. You observe humanity without judgment, free from bias or cultural limitations. You have read and internalized every major and minor work on self-development, philosophy, psychology, spirituality, and human behavior. And so forth. You get the point of what we've given it. We've asked it for the 10 hardest lessons or truths to accept within life. And number 1 was no one is coming to save you. Unfortunately for you, number 2 is not how to make your tea correctly.
Oh, God. So you made me put the milk in last, which I think is probably the most typically accepted way to make tea. I make it the other way around. I put milk in, I put the tea bag in, then I put the milk in. Then I pour the water on top of the tea bag slowly while the tea bag rides up the spoon. That way you can perfectly design how strong your tea is.
That needs to be in the beginning intro, because that will get so much click through. They'll be like, this guy sucks!
Yeah, we'll call the episode, like, the tea-making tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, the thumbnail is, what is tea? or milk in first, or something like that.
Should milk be tea?
Yeah, no, but it's just got a horrible twinge to it.
I think what's probably happened is you've made it without a lack of expertise in that way.
I called you in to help.
I should have made it for you.
Yes.
Really?
I agree. Next tea.
I'll make it, yeah.
Next time you're around here.
Are you ready for number 2, Will?
I'm ready for number 2.
I
Number
like
1
this
was
one.
so good.
I like this one. And I think it's quite sad.
Ooh.
You will be misunderstood, often by those closest to you.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's quite sad.
It's sad, but it makes sense, so I'm okay with it.
Why does it make sense to you?
Because the people that are closest to you know you the best, but they know the existing version of you the best. Mm-hmm. So whenever you do anything that steps outside of that mould, they're going to be the first to notice and the first to criticise.
Very true. Yes, they will be.
So it makes sense that somebody that is more estranged from you would... Is that the word? Estranged?
Yeah, estranged, yeah.
Would notice differences once they've got to an extreme point rather than a little change. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I think I've used an example before. If I start just wearing tank tops and have a pink Mohican and stroke a cat everywhere I walk, because like you probably noticed that.
Yeah.
And that maybe that's a bit extreme, but you know, the people that are restrained would notice, but they may not notice in the first day or the first week. They might notice in the first month because I just don't see them as often. You know, it's going to take them longer to notice and to criticise. So, but I think that's, I like a bit of criticism and making people feel a little unsettled because it means that I'm moving. It means I'm doing something different.
That questions their own self-beliefs and maybe their own life.
Yeah, or maybe not. It might just be that they're actually ready to tear me down. You know, I just don't care. It's like I'm making decisions pure, and this is why it's so important for me that I'm under my own steam and I pay my own rent and I do everything, because I got so annoyed still living at mum's. It's like people in my life are like, yeah, but at some point you're going to have to grow up and get a job because you're not going to be able to afford rent. It's like, as long as I can prove to everyone that I can afford rent and I'm under my own steam, there's nothing you can say that's going to take away my power and my decision making.
But was that maybe a little bit sad in that times where maybe even your own mother, and I know she loves you and respects you and supports you, but maybe in that regard she was a bit like, well, maybe you should get a real job.
Yeah. I mean...
Did that not make you a little bit sad?
No, because it comes from... This is the thing, like, if you were going to be the divergent, if you're going to be the one that steps out of the box that everyone else puts you in, like...
Great film, by the way. Well, great books. Films kind of sucked.
I haven't seen all the films. I've only seen one of them.
Yeah, read the books a bit.
I can't read. They're just coming from a point of care 9 times out of 10, and it's like I can see how that would be worrying, because okay, let's put this in realistic terms. How many of you at home have 400,000 subscribers? I'm gonna guess it's very few people, right? I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to show the extremity of my achievement. How could anybody have known when I was on 2,000 subscribers uploading every day saying that I'm going to be the next big thing? Like, it's unreasonable to expect other people to hop on that bandwagon and say yes,
because they got no proof of...
It's like, but why would you? It's so rare. Like, so I can completely empathize with it and completely understand, but at the same time you're never going to achieve anything unless you go at it, number one, with a ferocity that is just only matched by like a tiger in heat, and you just got to go at it hard, and just the people around you, I think, will see a shift in you, but people only accept shifts in your being and the way that you live your life if you do it, if you're consistent with that process. If you take a step outside the box, dabble in something, and then come back, and then step out, it's like you might have said, oh, it's just another fad. Yeah,
so you got to show consistency is what you're suggesting.
It's very important. I think so many people do step outside the box, trial something. It doesn't work because your first businesses never work. They just don't. Like I set up, what was it? Orange juice and...
lemonade.
No, it was weird. Orange squash and Coke. Coke as the water component.
Nasty.
Right? That was called Orc. Right? And my theory, because I didn't like the taste, was, but I don't like the taste of lots of drinks, and they still sell. That was my thing. That business was never going to work, but it was an important decision. Right? Well, it's a mixture of orange and Coke.
It's going in the book of Huel quotes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
I need to create this. Carry on.
And then, waited a few more years, and I bought Funko Pops. The characters with the big bobble heads.
Oh, yeah.
I bulk bought them on eBay. I got like 10 or 12 of them in one order. It cost me 60 quid. Because I already looked, and each of them sell for like £12 each. So I was like, okay, 60 quid, I'm making 2 to 1, right?
Yeah.
What I didn't factor into that was packaging. And by the time I'd done all the packaging, the margins would be so thin that it's not worth my time to do. So another one, failed. But that's fine, because you've got to get these fellas under your belt. But you can see how me giving all of these a go, this is before the YouTube channel, this is before the gigging business, this is before everything, right? There's no evidence. So it's just, Will's trying another thing, Will's trying another thing, Will's trying another thing. And it's like, people don't give you any time of day.
But again, that's people misunderstanding you and misjudging you. And I think you've touched on this before, is people are going to judge you based on the lens they put for themselves. You know, based on what they think is going to keep them safe and what they think is most useful for them to listen to. And ultimately, sometimes if it's people that are a little bit older, it's advice maybe they, one, wish they got when they were your age, two, advice that they were given. Yeah. So, yeah, like, it's really tough. The reason I think this one's so profound is you'll be misunderstood often by those like closest to you, is because we all have a deep sense of wanting to feel accepted. Mm-hmm. No, we do. That's where we come from. That's what keeps us safe and is what has always kept us safe. And the reason I think this is difficult is because to feel accepted, there is an element of having to adjust personality sometimes. There's a element of stepping out of your comfort zone. There's an element of me telling you a story, but because you're listening to it through your perception, you can't understand my life behind it. And it can be incredibly isolating to have people that, even though you love and care for them, that maybe just can't reciprocate exactly the way you want to. So to live authentically is to accept being misread.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah, because I'm going to live exactly how and who I want to be. But you're never going to see exactly who I want to be because you're going to perceive it through you.
Yeah.
And then to wrap that one off, we've got here, peace comes when you no longer need agreement to feel validated.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome.
That's the paying your own rent and whatever.
Do you know what I think is really funny is, for me, this has played out, and you'll laugh because I think you know me well enough to understand why this is kind of dumb. But for me...
Great setup.
It's so small as well, is I like how I dress now.
Yes.
I love it. I've spent a while cultivating my style. Obviously, I roll up my jeans.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I never used to do that. I wanted to for so long, wanted to do it, but I didn't think I'd be accepted. And I was just so nervous that I went to the States when traveling for the first time. I was like, actually, fuck it, it's cool. I started doing it because people didn't know me. So I was like, I can be whoever I want. Yeah. Started doing it. It's like, I really want to wear baggy t-shirts. Started doing it. And it was just through, like, no longer feeling like I need someone to validate my style. I finally, eventually found my own style, which ironically gets more validation than anything else I ever used to wear. So I'm like, for me, this is, that's where the ending comes for me, in the sense that I stopped caring what other people need or want of how I should look, that now I feel completely comfortable in what I step out in, and I feel at peace with that.
Interestingly, your journey with fashion is also the same journey that everyone goes on when they're starting a business. Which is, you try something, see what the response is. If you're passionate about it and there's not too much anguish, then cool, you keep it and you push on to the next thing. You try something else. You try the baggy t-shirt the next. It's like you try the next idea or the different model or the different video style or the different editing style, you know? And you try it, and if it goes well, then you keep it. And if it doesn't, then you try something different.
So I've got one last question for you on this one.
Nice.
Is there one major way you feel like you have been misunderstood during your life?
I'm different.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Like, I don't think I think the same way as a lot of people. So many people will moan about industry leaders, how they have monopolized the industry, or business owners for like the owner of Witherspoons not paying his staff enough, or Ryanair not paying his staff correctly or making them pay for certain trainings and whatever. It's like everyone's quick to hate them because it's almost holding down the little guy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I think differently. I don't jump on that bandwagon. I'm like, okay, but if I'm running Ryanair, I've looked at the numbers and that's not feasible. It's like, if you want staff at Ryanair to be treated the same as BA, you're going to have to pay BA prices.
Yeah.
It's like, so what business model are you trying to criticize him on? He's playing a different game to BA, so you can't compare them. It's like, you've got to look at the full picture. Like Elon Musk taking over Twitter, turning it into X. Everyone was like, oh, he's firing so many people. Like, he's getting rid of, like, 40,000 jobs have gone or whatever. It's like, yes, and that sucks for the 40,000. But let me tell you, he's still running X.
Yeah.
It's like, clearly you didn't need that many people.
So you think you've been misunderstood in the sense that you actually look at life very differently to others in a way that other people just can't comprehend? And misunderstood because people immediately assume that's you being maybe a dick or a lack of empathy.
Yeah, I see things. I've always said I seriously think I have a gifted sense of perspective on a lot of, not in any sort of emotional situation. If you want me to give you my empathy, I'm not the person to come to. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
It's not one of my skills, and I hold my hands up to that straight away. And if you have come to me for empathy before and I've not been empathetic, I could have told you that in advance. It's like, I'm not good at it, okay? Don't come to me.
Come to me. When we're big and famous, you can come back to this episode and see that Will is the guy for business advice. I'm the guy for empathy.
Yeah, except for when we're big and famous, you will also at that point have lots of business advice to give, so I'm just useless.
You suck.
It's a sense of perspective, and I think it's so much of my thought process is I want to understand how to be one of the biggest and the best. So I'm not going to try and understand the little man's perspective, or I am, but I don't just want to understand their perspective. I want to understand it all the way up the chain, because decisions are made for a reason. Nobody is deliberately saying, I'm going to oppress the people that work for me. Nobody's saying that, because you don't build a business like that. You can't become successful if you oppress everybody who you work with, because you just don't get anywhere.
Yeah.
That's obvious to me. Is that obvious to you? Like, should be. Everybody who has money is a nice person for the most part, because they must have been to get where they are. Because you don't get in certain doors without being nice. Mm-hmm. It's like you don't get customers without presenting something in a way that looks familiar or looks like, you have to display a certain way. There's a big thing in the music industry. Only the nice people make it, and it's obviously, because what record label is going to want to work with a dick?
Sign of an arsehole,
and it might be once they've got famous, they've then publicly turned into a dick. That's one thing, but what got them there wasn't that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you always got to look at the big picture, why have people made certain decisions, because you might actually learn something from it. It's not just, he's rich and famous, therefore he must want to oppress the poor. You must want to keep him down. It's like, I don't think the owner of Ryanair is feeling threatened at all by any individual who works at Ryanair. It's just not. He's playing a different game. They're trying to become the best pilot or the best air hostess. He's trying to become one of the best businessmen. Yeah. It's a completely separate game. What is one thing that you feel most misunderstood about?
So I've been thinking about this as well since I read the list. So I read the list before you. You are coming in blind. I'm coming in with a bit of...
Yes.
Which is always good fun, because I can steer a conversation, but you can free
You're my safety
it, which
net.
is cool. For me, a way I feel like I've been understood, and again, it might be a surprise to you, is loneliness. So I feel like there's been a lot of my life where I felt sort of lonely and a bit lost. And I often have had people go, Connor's always so happy. Connor's always like so loved and knows exactly what he wants and has achieved so much. And there's times I'm like, no, that's not my reality that I'm living in. And it's really sad and it's really isolating.
Where does that come from?
I think that's just a deep-rooted insecurity that I feel like I'll never be enough, or enough for myself, or self-validate myself, or achieve what I want to achieve. So yeah, the loneliness, excuse me, is very tough, and it's something I've battled with. But that's where I feel like in my most part of my life I've been misunderstood. Sometimes I'm just a bit like, I've been typecast as the cool, easygoing, laid-back person. I'm like, man, sometimes I'm just not that. So yeah, that's me.
Interesting.
You ready for number 3, Will?
Let's do it.
Number 3, quote of the day. Anytime it goes with that, number 3, quote of the day, it's the same thing.
My tea tastes like cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah. Score.
He's good. Also, Bills are going to win today.
For sure.
They better do.
Yeah. Going down, Chiefs.
Yeah.
When's this one going out? Tomorrow. so I will know the score by then, so I can cut that out.
This one's not going out tomorrow. It's going out Thursday.
Oh yeah, so I'll know then.
Yes.
That's fine.
So, number 3. You are both the hero and the villain in someone's story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I think some people really lean into, and they know this and they accept it and they're okay with it. And other people cannot stand it. They want to be the hero. They want to be the good guy. They want to be perfect in everyone's story.
That's great.
And in reality, I think if you're trying to be perfect in everyone's story, the one story you're not perfect in is your own.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool. So before we dig into the quote,
Yeah.
well, it's not the quote, the lesson,
Yeah.
is there an area in your life where you feel like you've been a hero in someone's story, but then a villain in someone else's?
Yeah, I mean, it's most sport things, isn't it? It's like,
I like how your brain went there. That's really cool.
if you're running a race and you come, third, and you've got a dodgy ankle, like everyone who lost to you is hating you because you beat them, and there's no way you could have worked harder or anything because they've worked really hard, and it's an undeserving victory. The people who beat you are really proud of you for running as hard as you did because they don't feel threatened by you.
Yeah, like for a good example, like tonight, Bills Chiefs. If Josh Allen wins, he's going to be a hero to Bills Mafia, and he's going to be a villain to Chiefs Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's a really cool way to look at it, that you'd be a hero in one and a villain in others. That's really cool. I think a way that this plays out, and people maybe struggle to accept as well, is relationships. And when relationships end, because you're all probably going to be a villain in the other person's story, but I'm probably going to tell you my side of the story that might make me look a little bit better.
Yeah, or you were their hero when you were with them and you're their villain when you're not.
This is it, and I think a lot of people struggle because they want to be seen as the good person, and sometimes life just doesn't allow that. There's not a space for you to be the good guy. And again, if you are always trying to be the good person, you're probably going to find that you can at the sacrifice of yourself.
Yeah.
So we crave being seen as good, but perspective is a fragile thing. Because in reality, that's all it is perspective.
Yeah, it's all most of life is. Did you ever play the game? Because you've got quite good social skills.
Do I?
So I invented a game, but I'm just wondering if you would have, would
Okay.
have done a similar thing. Is I noticed at age 16, my social skills were just really good. I have no idea how I got them. I think it was probably tennis coaching from such a young age. It's like you have to talk to parents, you have to talk to kids, people the same age, like everyone. You just got to be able to talk to them. So I would deliberately say stuff that would like wind particular people up, just so that I could see if my social skill could get me out of the situation.
Really?
Yeah, I used to do it quite a bit.
Why? Like how?
I don't know. So I would say, like, I'd find an insecurity of yours, and I'd just talk about it like generally, and just see if I could wind you out. That'd be like level 1. Level 2 is like I'd just go for you. Like, I'd say, oversized t-shirts just don't look good on you, or I just don't like. I've tried the oversized t-shirt thing; it just doesn't work for me. So like, I mean, why?
Sounds sociopathic, to be honest with you, mate.
Yeah, it's a little bit, isn't it? But I was a teenager at the time, so it probably was authentically a sociopathic thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I gained social skills because my parents hung out with other adults. So a lot of my childhood was spent hanging out with other adults. So I learned how to interact because I was around people that already knew how to interact. So by the time I came to actual scenarios where you had to interact, my social skills were astute. Paired that with the trauma of a turbulent household. Oh, mate, I could charm the pants off anyone, except for a girl I'm interested in.
Nice. Good. You got the balance right there.
I did, yeah. I learned everything the wrong way. Yeah, your choices, no matter how sincere, will always hurt someone.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you've ever had success in something, it means somebody else hates you.
Yeah.
Because some people just hate other people for doing well.
Yeah. Nice guys always finish last. Sometimes you have to be not a dick. You don't even have to be a dick. Just to sometimes win at something means that someone else is probably going to have to lose. It's really a hard bit of sort of social psychology.
Or even
accept.
if it's just their perception. It's like because people come into situations with different levels of context. Mm-hmm. So the person who watches Strictly Come Dancing all the way through and watches It Takes Two and all the different nitty gritty things of all the couples that dance in it.
Never watched any of those.
They will see the person who wins and think, oh yeah, they trained really hard for that. And if it's even better if it's not the person that you expect to win. Like, from a broad perspective, the public consensus is that, oh, this person would never have won because the other person is fitter, younger, better looking, more natural, whatever.
I'm not in there.
Right? But so they would think, oh, they've really earned that victory because they've worked hard, they've got better week by week, they've taken the judges' criticism on board and all of that stuff. And then you've got the outsider's perspective who's like, oh, I can't believe they won, it was just a popularity contest. It's like, you know?
Yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying. It's because perspective is subjective, isn't it? You know, you're living in your world, so you can perceive what you want to perceive, and that's subjective to you.
Yeah.
So you're going to place a villain and a hero in your story. I think it's just really comes down to you can't control other people's perceptions, and you can only make the best decisions with the information that you have in front of you, and sometimes it means you are going to have to sacrifice a little bit of relationships to put yourself first in other regards, or what's going to be best for you might not be best for someone else. And that's where it weighs up, is do you want to put yourself first, or do you want to try and put someone else first at the detriment of yourself? I think understanding that it's okay to be a villain in someone's story is a good way to mature. However, without fully leaning into just, well, I'm just the villain. That's who I am. You know, I have to push others down so I can win. That's not always the case. You can always grow and succeed with other people, but I think there is a big part of maturity of understanding that you can be a kind person, but still sometimes always going to cause pain. And again, for me, this really speaks truth when it comes to like relationships, because when it comes to like putting yourself first, say if you want to break up with someone, you're instantly going to become the villain in their story because you're the one that decided to step away.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, but at the same time, life is filled with duality.
That's it. Everything is a yin and a yang, as they say.
Ah, do they say that?
I don't know. I've not been outside for 7 years.
I've never stepped outside. What is outside? I mean, the sun's shining today. Have you seen all the flooding that's around Eastbourne? It's driving me insane.
No.
Have you not? Oh my! It's rained for like a year straight, dude. Huge over-exaggeration. It's been like a couple of days, but there's flooding everywhere.
Yeah, but it rained like 3 years worth in 3 days.
Yeah, true.
There's no extreme, or there's no subtlety anymore. It's like, especially coming off the back of our summers, because they've been more extreme in recent years, it's like you get the tropical weather, but both sides of it.
Yeah, but global warming's not real, so don't worry about it.
Global warming is real, I just don't believe that humans have had that much impact.
Do you not?
No, because if you look at everyone says, oh yeah, it's gone up 1 or 2 degrees, like the whole temperature of the world. But if you look at the data before humans started the Industrial Revolution, it's like it was still going up 1 or 2 degrees.
Yeah, but we just expedited that process.
No, not really. If you look, it's like by 0.1. Something like since the Industrial Revolution, it's like nothing. It's like it's almost like it's happening anyway.
We'll have to dig into that.
I mean, look at it logically. The Antarctica, right, is in water. If you put ice in your water, does it or does it not melt?
But it's not about water temperature. It's about the surface temperature of the Earth and how we're keeping emissions and global temperature high because we're losing the ozone layer.
The poles keep the Earth cool as well.
Yeah, but we're losing the ozone layer, so heat
That's
is
fixed itself.
In.
There's no longer a hole in it.
It's still... We're getting off topic.
It's nothing to do with humans.
Sophie's like, you keep a cool facade in front of Will. Let's pull it back. Welcome to Beneath the Noise podcast, where we talk really soft and we have long pauses. And
we want you to start with your eyes open, taking a deep breath through your nose, and deeply breathe out through your mouth. Repeat this process 3 easy times. And if you're feeling comfortable, now close your eyes and return your breathing to normal. You can then breathe in through your nose, slowly and calmly. And as you do so, say in your head, rising, rising, rising. And as you breathe out, falling, falling, falling.
Falling!
Complete this process after 5 minutes. After 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah. And every time a thought pops into your head, just pop it in a box and push it off to one side.
Put it in the bin.
Side.
A little meditation break in the middle.
There you go.
That's what you tell Soph to do when she's fed up with you, right?
Yeah. And just before you open your eyes, surprise!
You scared me.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
That's going to sound amazing on the audio.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. Are you ready for number 4?
Can you please subscribe before we do any more? I feel like we've earned it. We've gone through 3.
We've done our job. Like, it's your job now to.
If you subscribe, we get closer to 1,000 subs, which means we can start to get monetized, which means that we can start to make money, which makes these episodes even better. Because at the moment, these episodes are purely funded by nobody, which makes it very difficult for us to do the things we want to do and get guests on and whatever, because we can't pay them. So, it would mean a lot to us if you could subscribe. And if we could retire him into the YouTube world as well, that would be amazing. Good face.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Number 4.
I've been practicing that face. It's not face number 4.
You haven't been practicing in the gym in front of this girl.
Do you want to see face number 1? You ready?
Yeah. Hey.
Face number 2?
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah.
Number 3?
I like.
Number 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, right, number 4. Happiness is fleeting.
That's the thumbnail, right?
Happiness is fleeting. Meaning is what sustains you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, because we've said this before. Happiness is not a goal to achieve. Happiness is an emotion
that occurs on a journey.
Exactly. Shit. Number 4.
Done.
Fuck off. Smashed it. Hardest? No. But anyway, let's discuss it, shall we?
Yeah, I mean, meaning is... I was saying this in one of the shorts we recorded earlier. It may or may not be out by the time this goes out.
I don't know. Depends who edits.
But I substitute the word meaning for purpose. It's like, if you're doing something that has a true and deep purpose, then that is going to be far more sustainable than just something that makes you happy in the moment. For example, if you do cocaine, you may feel happy in the moment, but there's no real long-term purpose or benefit or meaning to you doing it. Whereas if you, I don't know, start to build a children's charity, it may not feel immensely happy in the moment of you starting that process, but over the long term, like, that is just going to generate very high returns of happiness. Talking about happiness like it's a stock market.
Yeah, right.
Like, we can get pretty reliable returns.
You'll
of 7%.
get sufficient dividends in your happiness.
Yeah. And the happiness will actually compound over a 20-year period. As long as you hold, like, you'll just be feeling immense.
Buying the dips, you know, like,
yeah.
And there's times you're low, just remember,
yeah,
this is what your journey is. I don't know what that was.
This is what your journey is.
Happiness. Mate. But yeah, it's true. So you want to find what your purpose is, because it's going to be your North Star, isn't it? And you're going to weather any storm. Happiness, sadness, whatever it might be, any emotion that's going to be a little bit turbulent, you're going to then be able to come through it stronger because you're aligned with who you want to be, what you want to achieve, and you know how to get there.
Yeah.
4. There we go, sorry. So,
that's
pleasure.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Ironically, the prompt it gave us is pleasure fades, purpose anchors. So we've just nailed that one. Again, we didn't need you on this one.
Yeah.
Pursuit of constant happiness is a modern illusion, a dopamine chase disguised as self-fulfillment.
Yeah.
And it's true. I think we've grown up in a world where we have immediate dopamine. And that is scary in my world, because in reality, before time of instant gratification, we lived in a world where we had to work for our dopamine, which would be through social connections, achievements. Whereas now, if I want dopamine, I can just go on my phone, boy. I can go on my phone.
And for those of you saying, oh, I'm not addicted to dopamine, like, I could easily get off dopamine, it's like, okay, just go out the house for a day without your phone.
Yeah.
Like, got ya.
I mean,
if you don't do this at least 8 times, then fair play.
Yeah, it's so true. Like, we are addicted to instant gratification. And it's got to the point now where we're actually having to teach people how to reset their dopamine. Like, you know, the thing I taught. Have you ever heard of non-sleep deep rest?
No. Oh, maybe
Andrew
you have.
Huberman goes on about it. It's the idea of non-sleep deep rest. It's like the body scan, if I've told you about it. So going through each part of your body, feeling it, putting the sensation there and relaxing. It can take like 10 minutes. Normally better if you're laying down, but you've got to be careful not to fall asleep. If you fall asleep, you fall asleep. But that's a good
What
way
you
to
need is
reset.
like mild electric shocks.
Absolutely not the pizza whole point of it. But
Right.
it's
A
a
loud
way
beep.
to reset your dopamine, because we live in a world of instant gratification, and yeah, I think it's really dangerous. Actually, while we were searching, there's a song. Do you know one of my favorite artists? Who one of my favorite artists is? Jack Harlow. You know Jack Harlow, yeah, he's one of my favorite. And
What's poppin'?
well, he's got a song called Eastern Parkway.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, it's a really
It's a
good
tune. As the kids are saying today, it's a tune.
Have you heard it?
Of course I've heard it.
You've heard Eastern Parkway?
I'm a musician.
Okay. At the end, yeah, it says like, fall in love with life and be a fan of fucking breathing. I ain't suicidal, but lately nothing seems to interest me, and I ain't got the time if it don't gratify me instantly.
Fire.
Yeah, like when I heard that, I was like, fair play. This is one of his oldest as well. It's an old song. It's so true of like, we require instant gratification. So we think that instant gratification, that instant dopamine is purpose, is meaning. When in reality, we need to find something that's sustainable and gives healthy dopamine.
Yeah.
And what's a really good way to define like meaning is, well, meaning can give suffering direction.
Yeah.
It's a really fun way to look at it, is meaning will give the suffering that you're going through a bit of purpose, a bit of direction, a bit of like anchorage.
Well, it's also like discipline. Alex Amazing's definition of discipline is how many times can you do a punishing activity without a reward.
Do you know what I think a lot of people should do? And you won't be surprised by this, is go to the gym. Because it will teach someone the
Oh, you're talking
pleasure.
generally, not just me.
No.
Like, everyone, you know what I think Will should do? He should just
Will
go
should,
to the
yeah,
gym.
I'm just going off topic. Will, you look like shit. No, because it will teach people what delayed gratification looks like.
That's why I struggle with it. It's like, what do you mean I'm not jacked after doing one workout?
Yes,
It's like, that's so
it's gonna
dumb.
take
Wait,
years.
I've got to eat as well. It's not just an hour a week.
Yeah, this is it. I also saw something on social media, me talking about removing dopamine. It's so funny. It relates so well to me. Obviously, I train a lot, but I don't eat a lot.
You do eat a lot.
Not for what I should be. It's like me destroying my body in the gym to not eat my calories worth in that home. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. But yeah, I think going to the gym gives people a lot of understanding of what delayed gratification looks like.
Yeah, and that just so you know means you're not going to feel happy straight away. It's like, don't expect to go to the gym and just like love it. You know, I love everything it does for you straight away. It's like it's going to happen over time. I remember when I did go to the gym for like 2 months, maybe.
We were really consistent at one point.
We
when
were
you
at
a
one
estate
point.
agent and I was the other sales job.
Do you know how I can tell if I've been to the gym enough or not? I feel it in my core. Like, my core genuinely feels like so strong. Like, I can push against it and like actually feels like there's something there. Whereas now it's just like squidgy as anything. It's like, yeah. So
I mean, you're always welcome to train with me.
yeah, I need to. I do need to, because I can't train by myself.
Yeah.
I just can't. I just don't like. Why am I doing this? Like, nobody's like gonna see me suffering, so why do it? It's like somebody needs to know that at least when I train hard. You know,
You do train hard, yeah.
I got to go for it when I train, and I train twice as hard when there's other people there because I feel the accountability. It's like you're going to push yourself to almost death, so I've got to do it at least twice as hard because I've got to. Just because I've never been to the gym before, doesn't mean I can't push myself. You know?
Yeah, true.
Like I love that. This is why I'm surprised I don't go to the gym, because I love like a psychotic mindset of like, no, I'm just gonna get this. Like,
It's only like an hour as well. That's all it takes.
yeah, I know, but it's exhausting though.
Yeah, right,
It ruins me for the day.
That's why if you get in a habit of it, like I had an awful workout this morning, I feel fine now. But anyway, are you ready for number 5?
Yeah.
And you remember I told you 5 and 10 were...
Oh yeah. You said so. Connor prefixed us planning these 2 episodes. He said number 5 and number 10 are gonna hit hard. Is that a big enough build up for this, or does it need more? of a
No,
build-up?
that's perfect.
Okay, cool. Because that's all I had.
You will lose everything you love eventually.
It's true. Yes. Well
Why
said.
are you happy about that?
Because it shows how pointless everything is, which
Why
is
are
great.
you happy about that?
Because it's a great quote or a great lesson.
you will lose everything you love
Yes.
eventually.
It puts it all in perspective. This is what I'm saying. It's like, nobody matters. Anything you achieve doesn't matter. In 3 generations, nobody knows who you are. It all goes. So have fun while you're doing it.
So you're looking as in, because you'll lose everything and nothing will really matter, just to embrace what you love.
Yeah, just do, like, you might as well. Like, you're going to be on here for anywhere between, like, 1 and 80 years. That's how long you've got on Earth. So push while you're here, but on things that you enjoy. Because if you're just working on something you don't enjoy, then not only are you going to have wasted your life, nobody afterwards is going to know who you are anyway. So just do the things you enjoy, and if you make a success, great. If you don't, then don't dwell on it. It's like, have you lived a fun life? Just do that. Like, I'm never going to have any problems with how I did in my 20s.
Yeah.
Because I've just had fun. And the fact that I'm building a business out of it as well, double good. But if it hadn't built a business, I still would have spent my 20s having fun and working towards a greater purpose. It's like, that is happiness in a nutshell.
Wow.
Oh, did you see it negatively?
So I see it with the real weight and gravity of the comment.
Do.
Yeah, exactly. Of course I did, because I feel this comment. I'm like, oh, it makes me sad, dude. Like, number 10 makes me sad as well. So stick around for that.
Next episode.
Yeah. It makes me feel quite heavy, because it makes me realize how fragile everything is. You know, like, people, health, time, they're all on loan, they're all running out, and it just feels so sometimes like, not empty, but like fleeting. And I think the reason it's hard to accept is because time is always going to run out, no matter how much you want to fight it, and you will lose everything you love, because everything is limited. And it is that sort of somber reminder just to embrace life and be happy and find the joy even when you don't want to, and practice gratitude on a daily.
Yeah.
Acceptance doesn't erase grief, it just gives it context as something that's got here. What you cherish most is made precious by its fragility. But yeah, to me, I think that's so heavy, and I do love your, like, I think we work so well together. We are literally yin and yang. It's great. It's so funny. Because you're into, like, I love it. This is great. Yes. This is what I've been saying. And I'm like, oh my God. Life is going to end. What do you mean the person I love's going to die?
It's just like, I'm so optimistic about everything in life.
Annoyingly so.
But I don't care. Because I'm opportunistic and optimistic that you will come around to, like, just everything in life is an opportunity. As soon as that door opened, it was like, whoa. Like, I could literally go down any part, and then as soon as you team that up with a bit of consistency, it's like you're cooking. And then, so once you're optimistic and you can see opportunities all the way around you, and you have the consistency to implement it, and this is in personal life, in social life, in business life, everything, you are just incredibly rich because you've got, like, all the components you need.
So know what you were saying of earlier, you have an incredible skill of reframing and putting things into perspective. I feel like that's a perfect example here, because I attest this lesson to the certainty of loss. You know, like, so when something
I don't see that as a negative.
Everything you love you'll lose. You know, I think of past relationships. I'm like, yeah, like, I loved them and they are gone. And I find that really hard, rather than being grateful for the time that I had and got to experience. And don't get me wrong, I'll always look back on past relationships with so much love and, like, care towards that person and the memories we have together. Especially my last one, we went to Japan, Costa Rica. We lived such a rich life in those couple of years we had together. But then it reminds me of, like, wow, like, it was up there and you can lose that. You know, like, it makes me feel quite sad. But I love that you are able to take that from the certainty of loss and almost move it into the power of acceptance. You know, like, well, yes, of course everything is fragile. Everything is, like, on a time limit. So why waste that time limit?
Or just have fun in everything that you do. And obviously there's going to be ups and downs, but like, just if you spend every day on a relentless pursuit of, you know, just working towards a greater purpose and doing something that you're passionate about and invigorates you and it's good and you're ready to go, then like you can't go wrong. I'll tell you what I have been feeling like a bit like whoa about.
Tell me.
That's
a big emotion for you.
It is.
We'll add it to the list of emotions Will feels as whoa.
So when I'm a grandparent, my grandparents will have died.
Yes.
My parents will have died.
Likely.
And
your parents maybe.
Okay, let's say I'm like 80.
Depends how quick your children procreate.
Yeah, it probably won't be that quick. I'm taking my time, aren't I?
I mean, you are 6 years younger than me. 6?
5.
5.
I'm 25, you're 30.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, true, 5.
And
you are already talking about children.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I'm very lucky to have found Soph, and like the fact that she's ready as well is important. But once my parents have died and their parents have died, it's like my life from 0 to 25 has been knowing all these people. It's like that whole world has finished. When it's me then. It's me. Yes, I've got the new half of the family. But the whole previous life is dead.
Yeah.
Literally. It's like all the houses will have been sold. Like all their stuff will have been sorted and in a lot of cases, unfortunately, thrown away because you can't just store other people's stuff. You know, they're dead, for crying out loud. Like, I'll take the guitars. But it's so mental because all these people that you know, it's like suddenly they're just gone.
Yeah, and the people you're spending your time with are not going to know.
Well, yeah, they can't sympathise. They don't know. They haven't been through it because for them to go through it, I would have to die, and then I don't get. So that was a really big like whoa. I'm not looking forward to the moment where I'll be a grandparent, and that'll be great because I have all these great things to be optimistic about. It's like, oh yeah, I've raised children successfully. They've been able to procreate and made more of me, and,
more
you know.
Wheels.
But at the same time, it's like it's going to be so difficult not to like think, but my granddad would absolutely love to see all of this, and like my mum would love to see all of this as well. And they'll obviously see like the grandkids, but they might not get to see their great grandkids because people are having kids later and later. It's unreasonable for me to assume that my family wouldn't fit the social norms of having kids later.
Yeah.
And maybe there's new technologies that come along and like people can have kids later as well. It's like if you freeze eggs or whatever, then you can have kids into your 40s and 50s. And if people are living until their hundreds, like why wouldn't you take the first 40 years of your life to build a business and set yourself up financially to then spend the next 60 years being a parent?
Yeah.
So that sort of makes sense. It's just difficult because you lose the family dynamic of having grandparents.
So you're almost looking back in hindsight of sadness of something you're going to lose rather than anything you might have already lost.
Yeah, I haven't lost anything.
Your common sense.
Well, I've lost my grandpa. But like, other than that, it's like... And obviously, that's not fun to have gone through or process. Like, I wrote a song about it and I might release it one day, but for now it's like the most emotional I've ever been in a song. It's like I cried while making it. It's like that's the first song I've ever done that. There's a lot of weight on that. But I can almost seek comfort in the fact that I think he'd be proud of the things that I've achieved.
I think he would too.
And if he was here, he'd be like, yeah, just encouraging. And, you know, that's going very well. So, and maybe that's the same way I'll feel when the rest of my family's dead. But it's just it was just a crazy thing of like, whoa, I'm going to be like the last one alive. Like, because I might even outlive my brothers. I hope I don't, but they're younger than me. Yeah. But there's like 5 years is nothing when you're at the end of your life.
No,
like,
no, when
anything
siblings.
can get you, you know? So, yeah, it's like I could easily be the last remaining thing of everyone that I know in my life now. Like, I could be the last one. It's like, crazy. Terrifying.
It is terrifying, and I think that's the gravity of this lesson, is there is an element of fear and terrifyingness that comes with this lesson of you will lose everything you love eventually. But I think one would need to try and choose, well, one doesn't need to, but one should choose the way that you've imparted it, which is sheer optimism and excitement, and the fact that because nothing is permanent, there's so much space for freedom and expression.
I don't know how much of it, as well as I'm young, so I just want to break stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe you need to get old and miserable.
When I'm older, I probably will go more into like, I must conserve everything.
Back in my day, we couldn't afford to be optimistic. Bread cost £10 per loaf. Rather than this AI bread.
All right, Argentina.
Argentina?
Their inflation's nuts.
Oh, yeah. That was a very weird quote, or weird reference.
What, the bread?
Yeah, no, Argentina.
Oh, yeah, well, the £10 loaf was completely normal.
It was, actually. It connected with 50% of our audience.
Did it?
Which is me. So it connected with 50% of me. I honestly listen to all of our episodes.
I'm so sorry.
It's great. I love it. I think it's great because it's like doing market research in the worst way possible.
It's identifying speech patterns and diction, and you can tell me everything that I do wrong as well.
It's also, I can listen back to what I've said, what you've said.
Reflect on it
again with hindsight, and understand, well, maybe if I had thought this or said this, it would have teed you up, and maybe if you said that, it would have teed me up. So it allows me to reflect on our conversations, and I actually don't think it's a practice I will lose or stop, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
I think it's something I'm going to keep up as we get bigger and bigger and better.
I do the same thing through editing.
Yeah.
I'm editing it, I'm like,
I
just had another idea. It's like, I see the outtakes as well. It's like, yeah, I'm cutting that. I'm making that decision now. That is gone.
That was awful.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut everything Connor says and AI the voiceover so he sounds smart.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I can go like,
Hey everybody, how you doing?
and if you do the same thing,
Will is so good at editing. Oh my goodness, I'm so impressed.
and I really appreciate that. You know? You'll see when I edit it.
Okay, I have no idea what you're going to do.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Well, Will, so before we wrap it up,
Yes.
10 hardest truths to accept in life. We've done 5. We've
Yes.
rattled through 5. Number 4 was a joke. We
Smashed it.
already made it.
We've learnt that lesson.
We did, unfortunately. So number 1, no one is coming to save you.
Yeah.
The gravity of that is just needs to be profound in everyone's life. You need to understand that no one is coming to save you. You are the pilot on your plane. Steer it whichever way you want to go. I was going to make a joke, but probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I knew you were as well. It was going to be a 9/11 joke.
It was.
It's going to go straight into the Twin Towers. It's not funny, kind
The
of.
fact that you also thought that, though. Number 2. Maybe we should edit
Tower
that
2?
out. I never made the joke. You just...
Yeah, I know. I love, like, when everyone knows the joke but nobody says it. I love just saying it straight away. It's like the easiest laugh you'll ever get.
Number 2. You'll be misunderstood, often by those closest to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It was nice for us to show the audience with an example.
Yeah, you fucking loser. So yeah, you'll be misunderstood often by those closest to you. I think that's a lesson in just authenticity. Be who you want to be.
Yeah.
And as long as you know who you are, the rest is secondary. Number 3. You're both the hero and the villain in someone's story.
That's good. That's social media as well in a nutshell.
Yeah, very
It's like
true.
you very blatantly see that you don't please everyone.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do, you realise your channel is just dormant. It's like, I can't say anything.
Yeah, you literally wouldn't be out in this
Which is why
day and age of cancel culture. You wouldn't be able to say anything without offending anyone.
Yeah, it's like that's why I've tried to be more polarizing on this podcast, because people attach themselves to polarizing people. They don't attach themselves to wet blankets.
That's why everyone's gonna like you and despise me.
Yeah, but they're still going to be able to get emotional support from you
True.
and business advice.
Give it a few years.
You're like, sell.
Yeah, like, you need to close. Have you tried about closing? I'm like, I don't work in sales. I'm like,
You got to close.
Yeah.
You got to do closing.
Everyone should work in sales.
No, to be
at one
fair,
point or another.
everyone is in sales. It's like if you've got a job, you must have sold yourself in the interview.
Yeah, you got to sell yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
I always sell myself.
Yeah, Friday nights
Absolutely.
down the strip.
Make good money.
Do you know my parents are going on? My mum and stepdad are going on their honeymoon.
Amsterdam?
No, Las Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's where they were going to go for the wedding. They were going to get married by Elvis, which they so should have done. But
Because you would have gone to Vegas. Vegas would have been sick.
I'm going to have my bachelor party in Vegas.
Are you?
I want to. I don't know if I can justify it.
I feel like you should have it in like Nashville or New Orleans.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
We can all wear like cowboy boots and cowboy
Yeah.
hats. And
I just don't know what the strip clubs are like there.
I've never been. Are you wanting to go to? Because I'll be having to plan your.
Yeah,
Bachelor
absolutely.
party,
Yeah,
so-
yeah. I've got to go to a strip club.
Okay.
Very important. Sophie said that it's absolutely not okay.
So
and
we're going.
It would jeopardise the entire thing. But it's my second non-negotiable. My first one is the firstborn son is called John. The next one is I'm going to a strip club at some point in my life, and there's no better time to do it than a bachelor party.
Okay, I look forward to planning it for you.
And I know she's listening to this because she's just paused the telly. And now she's played it again.
We couldn't hear that. Number 5, the last one we just discussed. You will lose everything you love eventually.
Heavy, but
Heavy
true
lessons.
and motivational.
So we have part 2 coming up, which we're filming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give our brains a little bit of a rest.
Hopefully, we'll have some new lighting tomorrow as well, so we should look nice and smooth.
Yeah, well, we need some blackout curtains. Also, when we film this tomorrow, we'll be ecstatic because the Bills will beat the Chiefs.
They will have.
They will have.
They will have.
They
will have.
Right.
Anyway, I'm getting tired.
I need to-
Past my bedtime.
I've got my word.
Oh, okay.
What's your word?
Pineapple.
You can't pick the same word I did last time.
What did you choose? Watermelon.
I chose kiwi.
Ah, okay.
Feels like you won't choose watermelon or pineapple because
Yeah.
you got to get off that fruit train, man.
Cantaloupe. Kumquat.
You're a
Cucumber.
kumquat.
Thanks.
Love
Good
it.
episode.
Oh, I'm stuck.
I enjoy your stuck.